going on, everybody? You're watching Knicks Now by Chat Sports. We are presented by Prize Picks, and my name is Marshall Green. And just like myself and everybody watching this video, you are one win away from an NBA championship. The New York Knicks are one more win away from ending a 53-year title drought and finally putting another banner in the rafters of the world's most famous arena. I cannot believe we have actually made it this far. I thought and believe it. Are we still live? I think we're back. Having some connection issues. It looks like. Stick with us. Not exactly sure what's going on. I think we're back. Shout out to y'all. What I was saying was, we are actually one more win away from the NBA Finals. And every time I say it, I get full body chills, and it seems like it's actually going to be a possibility. I cannot believe it. Coming up on today's show, we're going to talk about Game 4. We're going to hang out with all the real ones. Every super chat, we'll pop that up on screen, and then we will go ahead and dive into a Game 5 preview. And I'm going to tell you what the New York Knicks got to do to win the game on Saturday so they can have a parade in the world's best city early on next week. Appreciate everybody for tuning in. Let's get the comment section going. If you bleed orange and blue, you love this channel, and you want the Knicks to win the NBA Finals, give me a real one roll call. We'll give some shout-outs on today's show. My guy, Xavier Cedeno in the building. What's happening, my man? Morgan Lappin, what up, Brody? Brian Scan, let's do it. Eat with me in the building. Jaden Rossi, yes, sir. Xavier Morrow, Joe, Yo-Yo, Vit, Super Prince in the building. Will McConaughey, my guy, longtime viewer. Marshall Green Jr. in the building. What's happening, my man? Jeremy Go Bills, Toady, Xavier. Shout out to all y'all, man. Morgan says this is it. This is why we do it. This is why we watched all these stupid games for our entire life, to get the opportunity to be one win away from the NBA Finals. The Knicks have been one win away from the NBA Finals before, and they were not able to get the job done. And the job is not done. And there is 48 more minutes that you're going to have to go and win. You got to win one more game before they win 3 more games. And the way this series is played out, it showed you that these games aren't going to be easy to win. They're going to be tight, and they're going to come down to the wire. Every single game has seen the game be less than a 5-point lead at some point with under a minute to go. Pretty crazy. I think it's even like less than a 3-point lead with 30 seconds to go. So as tough as it was to win Game 4, and as tough as it was to win Game 1 and Game 2, it's going to be even tougher to win Game 5 in San Antonio in their season and have a championship celebration on their court. If you want to see that happen, hit that thumbs up icon. Speak it into existence. Everybody could like the video. Would greatly appreciate it. Shout out to all of y'all. Xavier says Game 1 was a blowout. The game was literally like a 5-point game with less than a minute left. But yes, the score makes it look like it wasn't a close game. But trust me, it was. The Knicks had a 14-point lead. That was Game 1, right? 14-point lead? Or is that Game 2? They're almost like all melting together. I think it was Game 4. Game 1, they had the 14-point lead. Or was that Game 2? I don't remember. I'm still in shock as well, Super Prince. Shout out to y'all, man. Yeah, hit that thumbs up icon. Brian says Wemby, game 2. So what was game 1? Yeah, but it was close down the stretch. The lead changed in the final moments. I'll have to pull it up. That's bad on me that I don't remember, but it's been a crazy game 1. We were down 12. Yeah, we came back. That's what it was. We were down 12. Look at you. Finding a way to recall it all. That's why they pay you the big bucks. Game 1, the score was 101-95 with 37 seconds left. 99-95 with 111. The Knicks trailed by 1 with 2:16 left in game 1. So I'd say it was pretty close about that. We're going to jump into today's show. Do gotta tell you guys about our sponsor of today's video, our presenting sponsor here at Chat Sports, and that is Prize Picks. Shout out to Prize Picks. Get hooked up with them. Download the app today. Play $5. Get $50 instantly. Use that promo code HMA. And when you play your first $5, you'll get $50 in lineups instantly. Pick more, pick less, play Prize Picks. Billions have been paid out by Prize Picks. It's available in all 50 states, plus Washington, D.C. It is America's #1 sports pick app. All you do is create a lineup, and you pick more or less on the stats that Prize Picks selects for that player. It's safe, it's secure, and it makes watching the games a heck of a lot more fun. If you want to get a lineup in for Game 5 of the NBA Finals, use that promo code HMA. Play a $5 lineup. You'll get $50 in lineups to use instantly on another lineup. So go ahead, get hooked up with them. Shout out to Prize Picks for always sponsoring today's show. Unfortunately, my lineup did not cash in for Game 4. Andrew Connell's lineup did not cash in for Game 4, but I would take a cash in of a W for Game 4 like we got. So, yeah, get hooked up with them. Shout out to Prize Picks. Shout out to everybody in the building. If you haven't yet, please, please, please hit that thumbs up icon. And also, give me an SG in the build. Nelson, we got a 3-point goal. Seth Gross, bang! What up, Seth Gross? Seth Gross, you're 1 win away from an NBA title. Says, last night became the Knicks pity party. Me? You think I was throwing a pity party? It's over. We suck. Series over. Fire Brown. For all the funeral flowers and Spurs fans trolling, I kept repeatedly chatting, not giving up on my team. We're now 40 minutes away, boys and girls. Let's go, Knicks.
48. Got to play all 48.
What did I say?
40.
Yeah. Hopefully we don't have to play the final 8.
That would be great.
But no, Seth Gross, you were. I saw it all night long. Not giving up on my team. Not giving up on my team. And credit to anyone that did not. I at one point definitely did not think the New York Knicks were going to come back. I don't think that that's some crazy thing to say. But, man, there's a reason that not only is that the biggest comeback I saw in NBA Finals history, I saw Adam Schefter say it's the biggest comeback in NBA playoff history, I thought he said.
I mean, it's basically 29, basically 30 points. I guess no team has ever come back from down 30. I know the Knicks have come back a lot, but I think that's the biggest deficit that this group has come back from. Did 20 a couple times against Boston.
The largest halftime comeback in NBA postseason happened in Game 4 of the NBA Finals.
There you go. Chills. Didn't give up.
Unreal. Seth Gross.
Seth Gross.
You would think that myself and others would eventually learn that, hey, ding dong, they can come back. They can do it. They probably will do it. I saw a stat today. The Knicks are 5-3 when trailing by 20-plus points in the playoffs in the last 2 years. They're batting above 500 when they're down 20-plus points. Unreal. It's a skill. It's an embodiment of who they are. They never say die. They never quit. And Jalen Brunson said it. He was on the TNT or the old TNT crew.
Inside the NBA.
Yeah, on their TNT. With Ernie and Shaq and all them. And I think it was Charles or Shaq who asked him. I was like, did you ever think that, like, it wasn't possible to come back? And Jalen was like, yeah, I think all of us thought about the worst case scenario. But it was very short-lived, and then we just believed that we could do it. It was like we always believed we could come back, but it's okay to think about the worst thing possible. And the mental strength, the attention to detail, and the competitive greatness of this basketball team. Can you be your best when your best is needed? OG Anunoby has showed you all playoff long. When his best is needed, he's going to show up and give you his best. Jalen Brunson, when his best is needed, there's not many things that deliver more than Jalen Brunson. Maybe a delivery room in a hospital, but man, Jalen Brunson, he is death taxes and Jalen Brunson getting it done in the clutch, man. We are lucky to have every single player on this shirt be a part of this team. I still don't believe it. I have watched every post-game interview. I have watched the OG Anunoby tip-in probably close to 200 times today from every single angle. I've watched the comeback. I've watched the fourth quarter. It was hard to do work today. It was hard, and this is work. And we're blessed that this is work, but it was hard to focus. I'm getting called into meeting after meeting after meeting after meeting, and all I could do was think about the Knicks pulled off a 29-point comeback in the NBA Finals, and it doesn't make sense. It like almost is just not computing in my brain that they actually did it. It's wild.
They did. The Knicks, like, they are changing single-handedly this group over the last however many years, and then this run obviously doing the brunt of the work, but like changing the perception of the New York Knicks as a team, as an organization, as a franchise. People used to look at the Knicks and kind of laugh, or they were the joke of the NBA, like, and now they're one win away from being champions, and they are known as one of the best clutch time teams, team that can get it done, that does everything right, and model organization for other teams to kind of copycat. And if you're here, I don't think you ever thought that was going to happen to the Knicks in your lifetime. So
wild. Westman99 says, was here since last year. Regular season started. What a journey it's been. Glad to see this team grow and evolve into a champion dynasty team. Got a long way to be a dynasty, and you got a long way to be a champion. I echo everything you say. What a run. How cool it's been to see this team grow. I took over, or really started this channel in the summer of 2022. That would have been the summer of 2021 when they signed Derrick Rose and they signed Evan Fournier, right? And the summer of 22 would have been Jalen Brunson.
21 is the summer after their initial playoff run with Randall. And
that's when they signed Rose, and that's when they re-signed Rose, and that's when they signed Evan Fournier. And then got Kemba Walker.
Then they missed the playoffs that next year.
Yeah, and they missed the playoffs that year. And then we started doing daily videos probably in January of 2022. That's when the Jalen Brunson rumors really started to heat up. And And that was the first block. I mean, Mitchell Robinson was the first block, but like
That was the
to see Jalen Brunson and talk through that, like wondering, speculating, like, is it going to happen? Is it a good deal? Who is Jalen Brunson? What is he going to do? And then, bam, they sign him. And bam, they sign Isaiah Hartenstein. Then they go ahead and they trade for OG Anunoby, or they trade for Josh Hart. Then they go ahead and trade for OG Anunoby. Or it's trade for Josh Hart. Then it's signed Dante DiVincenzo. Then it's trade for OG Anunoby. Then it is wait till the offseason. Then it's trade for Mikal Bridges. Then it's trade for Karl Anthony Towns. And there's chip after chip after piece after piece. Unreal. Absolutely unreal. This team, to see the blueprint, to just see it all come together, we're blessed, man. Think what you would have done 7 years ago for this type of run. Think about that.
I don't even think you can like comprehend that it was possible 7 years ago.
Think about after you lost in round one to Trae Young and the Atlanta Hawks. If I told you, just wait like 5 years, the Knicks are going to win the NBA title. You're like, no way. That's not happening.
How? With who?
Tell me RJ Barrett's going to become one of the best players in the league? Derrick Rose still has juice left, who was your best player in that series. Unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. Seth Gross, we're honored to have you as a part of this ride, brother. And one more, man. One freaking more. And as exciting as Saturday has the potential to be, it will also be bittersweet because it'll be the last time we get to watch this team. This team will be different. Like, it will be different. The people on this channel, there will be a lot of carryover. There's always new people, always people don't watch anymore for whatever reason that may be. Life gets busy. They don't like what I'm saying anymore. But every win that we've watched together, this group and the group that they know who they are, it's been a lifetime of joy and fun and dreams, and I'm not ready for it to be over. While I also can't wait for them to win one more. It's
bittersweet.
It'll be bittersweet. It'll be fun. Got to get there, though. You got to get there. You are not there. You are not there. The finals, it may have felt like you won an NBA championship last night. You did not. You did not win an NBA championship last night. You just got 1 foot closer. Now you got to run through that damn door. Marshall Green Jr. says, I like popcorn. I like popcorn. I do like popcorn. I do. Always, though, which I don't go to the movies often. I did a probably good bit growing up, and if there's a movie out, I love to go to the movies. Last movie I went to was they re-showed like one of the original Ninja Turtle movies.
Okay. Oh, I remember.
Yeah, I went to that.
It's not my thing, but I remember you guys people talking about it.
Yeah. But every time I eat popcorn at the movie, it just makes my stomach hurt. I don't know what it is. If it's the fake popcorn, the fake butter that they put on there. I like the smart popcorn.
Smart food?
Yeah, like
skinny,
smart food.
Skinny pop is
Skinny
like
pop. Popcorners are good.
Popcorners are good. White cheddar.
Yeah, white cheddar. White cheddar popcorn's gas.
Yeah.
I actually think I like that over just like buttery popcorn.
Yeah, it's and then occasionally kettle like a sweeter.
I can do like a little handful of some kettle corn, kind of like Windhorst on those fries.
But it's not. Yeah, like it's like that's like a pick. You're picking at that. You're not. I get down an entire bag of white cheddar popcorners.
Yeah, exactly. Agreed. Agreed. Jaden, what's up, my man? Never seen a team have more 30 for 30 moments ever. I don't know who's making the documentary, but man, they got an easy job.
I don't think it's gonna be one. It's probably gonna be more than one.
They got an easy job, bro. They got a real easy job. You got a lot of good content. You got a lot of good content to choose from. You got another win to get before they get 3 though to get a documentary. Corey Hurd in the building. What's up, Brody? How long is the Knicks championship window? Hopefully one more game.
Not open yet, I guess.
Yeah.
Technically.
Look, I've kind of just probably just best not to put expectations and say things that they can and can't do, because they always do just find a way to do it. But man, I'd say as long as Jalen Brunson and OG Anunoby and Karl Anthony Towns are on this team, you could compete for championships. You got those 3 guys on your team. You got Leon Rose and his staff running the squad. I think it could be as long as they go, man. But you got to get to 1 before you talk about championship windows. I'm ready to jump out the window, but we got to win 1 more.
Yeah, I think, like, just looking at that with this roster, they are all around the same age. Like, they were put together with the idea to stay
Not
together.
just to compete for this year.
Yeah, for a period of time. And the majority of them, at least the core pieces, are under contract for multiple years. So they should be able to keep the majority of this group together. Like Marshall said, there obviously will be some turnover here and there, but should be pretty much the same crew running it back. And
your free agents coming up are Mitchell Robinson and Landry Shamet, and reports are that the Knicks are going to bring him back. They're willing to pay him, and they view this as a this year and then maybe 2 or 3 more year window with this group. So we'll see. We'll see. Gaston, what's up, my man? What's up, fellas? Would I be crazy to consider Kolek instead of McBride for Game 5? Deuce simply isn't in this series. No, I don't think you're crazy. But would anybody be shocked if Deuce McBride comes out and bangs 6 threes in Game 5 of the NBA Finals? I'm not going to,
can't bet against it.
Right? Are we going to be like, wow, Deuce McBride really did that?
We've seen him do that in the playoffs.
Many times.
We haven't seen him do it in this NBA Finals. We've seen him do it this year against the Philadelphia 76ers, but that's really
He had a game, I think, against the Cavs too, right? Or no?
Maybe he had a decent game. Not to that extent, where I think he had 5 or 6 threes against Philly.
Yeah, Philly had 25 points. He had 11 points against the Cavs and went 3 of 5 from 3.
Okay.
What about he does that tomorrow or Saturday?
Yeah, he's tested. He's proven. He is. I don't think any Knicks fan would be surprised by Miles McBride playing well in a playoff game. But he was kind of the heartbeat of a few of those runs that came up short. And you can say he's not playing well, and because the stats say that, but everyone knows Deuce is a big part of this team.
Yeah. I'm curious to see what the rotation looks like. Do we go back to a heavy Jose Alvarado game playing alongside Jalen Brunson? Does Mikal Bridges not play all that much? Mike Brown has pushed as many right buttons as you can. I trust him.
I like Kolek. I have
Is he ready?
I have a hard time believing they're just going to throw him in without having played really at all during this entire run in Game 5 of the NBA Finals. It's not that I don't necessarily think that he may not be able to handle it, but that's kind of like has he really played any rotation minutes this entire run? I don't think so. So it would kind of be an interesting strategy to just throw him in there without testing him at all in Game 5 of the NBA Finals.
Has not played since May 10th against the played 1 minute against the Cavs on May 21st. Played 13 minutes in the closeout game against the Sixers, and that's because they were up 40.
Yeah, he hasn't played any.
Mike Brown did say in Game 1 when Brunson got hurt that, and he was in the locker room, that he was about to go to Kolek and sit McBride down. I don't think that it would be like my jaw wouldn't be on the floor if it happens. I think I maybe even advocated for it a little bit last night, but we got a head coach that I think knows what he's doing, and I don't really know if I've ever just been like, do it, and it's working, and I trust it. I don't think I've ever seen that from a Knicks team in my life, and it feels really weird to say it, but I trust him. If he thinks Tyler Kolek should play, let's roll it out there. If he doesn't, he doesn't. If he thinks McBride should play, go bang some threes. I think just McBride needs to take smarter shots. Just take smarter shots. He's taking some tough ones. And when you've missed your last 6 threes and you are 1 of 9 in your last 3, and you're 1 of 9 in your last 3 games, and you're 3 of 15 in this series, you should be trying to take some easy threes, not off the bounce, step back, corner threes over Victor Wembanyama. Like, let's see one go through, and then we can start jacking.
Wembana. I think of it every time now.
Wembana. That's what I got, Gas. And so, yeah, Deuce hasn't been great, but I'm not going to be shocked if he comes out and bangs 3 threes on Saturday. Won't at all.
We got a 3-point goal. Seth Gross, bang!
Shout out to Seth Gross. He says, why and how did the Knicks win Game 4? 2 very simple words. It's not youth versus experience. It's poise and composure. The Knicks have it. The Spurs, they don't. The Knicks never played desperate. Brown coached. The players played. The Spurs choked. Hashtag winners. I can't say it any better than that. They've been in this spot. Not on the NBA Finals 4. They've been down 20. 7 times in the last 2 playoffs prior to last night. And they were batting 4 out of 7. 4 and 3. I kept on, Alvarado was like, man, we just got to get it down to 22. Then we got to get it down to 16. Then we got to get it down to 12. Then we got to get it down to 8. He was like, just keep winning chunks, keep winning blocks. And this team has an ability to stack stops on the defensive end. And great teams in any sport make you pay for your mistakes. And the Knicks have an unreal ability to, if you're going to miss shots, you're going to turn the ball over, you're going to allow second chance points, more often than not, the Knicks are going to make that opposing team pay for their sins. And they do it. You can feel the momentum, and you can feel the run coming. It's like Knicks had a shot, they get a stop. Knicks had a shot, they get a stop, and they grab that rebound. Like, oh, my gosh, here we go. And they do it, and they do it, and they do it over and over and over again. Brunson said it. Alvarado said there's no 15-point shot. We knew we weren't going to come back in one play. That's what that is. They never played desperate. It's almost like they shrink the game down into, like, and this is going to sound like no shit, Sherlock, like possession by possession. It's like one possession at a time. Like, we got to win this possession, and then we'll worry about that possession. Then when we win that, we'll worry about the next possession. They don't get ahead of themselves. They just do it, man. They just absolutely do it. I saw someone in the chat ask, Marsh, are we cooking up any shirts on this channel? And we did just launch a brand new shirt to forever remember Game 4 of the NBA Finals. And right now, our OG Taps It Up and In t-shirt is on sale. They are $5 off until midnight, until 1 a.m. Eastern time. They're $5 off until 1 a.m. Eastern time. Get yours today. Chatsports.com/OG. We've got them in blue. We've got them in black. It's got the game. It's got the score. It's got the date and a picture of OG Anunoby rising up over Dylan Harper and Devin Vassell, and by the tip of his fingers, tapping the ball in to complete the biggest comeback in NBA Finals history. So if you want to support the show, you forever want to have a piece of history. Also, we're upgrading our shirts as well. We've got custom tags in them, so there's no more little flimsy tags. We continue to upgrade our stuff, and it's because you guys continue to support like crazy. Our guy Arnold, the real Arnold, not the loser, short, broke Arnold. He was working on these shirts all night. He was working on these shirts all day. So I'm thankful for him for being able to.
He's the GOAT. He is the GOAT, man. He cooks these up. He's extremely talented. One of the most talented people I've ever met. Creativity off the charts, talent off the charts, and he doesn't miss. He keeps delivering with all these different shirts. And you guys, like Marshall said, keep showing love. That's kind of how it works here. If you guys keep showing more love, the bosses are going to keep helping us and green lighting more shirts for you guys. So now we got an OG shirt. Like you said, it's got the date, the score, Game 4 to remember where you were when that moment happened. If you were rocking with Knicks Now by Chat Sports, pick up one of these, $5 off today only, ends 1 p.m. Eastern. So it's in the chat. It's pinned as well. You can take advantage of that deal because it'll go back to full price afterwards.
A good number of people have already bought them. Shout out to Michael C. Shout out to Rob B. Bought 2 shirts. Shout out to Eddie Allen. Shout out to Dimitri S. Shout out to Jesse B. Shout out to my guy Will Latimer in the building. Shout out to Ian N. Shout out to Eric Thomas. Shout out to Jermel H. And shout out to Anthony B. Shout out to Ty Johnson. Shout out to Spencer S. Just got their shirt. Spencer S. and my guy Ty Johnson just got theirs. Vinny Pip in the building got his shirt.
Hey,
he said he'd buy it on the next live show. One thing I like about the Bronx boy is he is a man of his word.
There you go. If you don't have that, you don't have anything.
A man of his word. So, yeah, the next line, I'm hoping that I will have mine by Saturday's watch party. TBD on that one. But my man Ty John says, yo, Marsh, I've been MIA, but I haven't missed a stream. I definitely bought a shirt. My guy, you've been watching this channel for years, bro. I know you're tapped in. And the fact that you got a shirt, that's awesome, bro. So shout out to you. Shout out to everybody. If you want to get a shirt, the time to do it is now. They're on sale until 1 a.m. tonight Eastern time. $5 off. They go back up to a full $29 tonight after that. So save yourself $5 and forever remember, OG Anunoby tips it up and in the New York Knicks win. I think this shirt's pretty cool. I think it's some of our best. I think it might be our best. And
tough. It's up against tough competition. It's like picking your favorite Knicks playoff comeback. There's a lot to choose from.
Yesterday.
Yeah.
Yesterday.
Yeah.
Yesterday. Angelo just got their shirt. Alan Nedzwicki. I don't know why
Double
our system is saying Alan Nedzwicki.
Never enough Nedzwicki. I need more. I need Alan Nedzwicki. Give me more.
That dude cracks me up, man. Freaking love Alan Nedzwicki. Shout out to y'all. Everyone that buys a shirt today, we'll give you a shout out. Just go to chatsports.com/OG. Get your shirts today. Major love to y'all. $5 off until 1 a.m. Eastern time tonight. That should be the logo for the NBA. I'm in. Let's ride. Gabriel, what's up, man? Imagine a chip and Cam Carr falls to 24. I'll tell you this. I don't know who Cam Carr is. I haven't looked at one mock draft. I have done zero scouting. And Gabriel, I know you're all about that stuff. You know what one of my favorite parts of this run is? All the other Chat Sports NBA guys out there, they've been talking mock draft. They've been talking. I don't really. So there is that. It's cool to see them all trying to learn all these players and go do their own type of scouting and nonsense, but it's not to worry about. Man, Corey Hurd just got his shirt. Shout out to Corey Hurd. That's my guy right there. Appreciate you always, Brody. My guy for life. Seth Gross says, all the talking heads today were talking about that Fox play that OG blocked, calling it the biggest bonehead play of all time. How about we call it one of the best hustle plays of all time? How about OG Anunoby just created a highlight tape for every single high school coach around the country, every single college coach around the country. You sprint back on defense, and you don't know what can happen. You crash the glass, and you can put your team up 3-1 in the NBA Finals. 2 effort plays. Those are effort. That's want to. Unbelievable. The Spurs Knicks up 3-1. Spurs choke this, Spurs choke that. Knicks up 3-1. Everyone, the Knicks could be down 4-0 in this series if Wembanyama doesn't throw the ball away, Fox doesn't commit a bonehead play, and then they find a way to win game 1. Like,
if the Knicks made every shot, they'd never lose.
Yeah. Seth Gross, what do they say? If my aunt had, what is it? If my aunt had it, you'd be my uncle? Something like that? All right. Okay.
I think Vinny knows.
Vinny? What is it? How does it go? Bayou Raider in the building. I'll say this. Bayou Raider, you've brought some good luck to this chat, my man. You've brought some good luck to this team. William Holmes just got their shirt. Shout out to you. Dante just got 2 shirts, the captain shirt and the OG shirt. Shout out to you. And shout out to Rafael Rivera. They just got their shirt as well. Major salute to all of y'all for getting your OG Anunoby shirts. You can get yours today at chatsports.com/OG. Will McConaughey, F. Wemby. You can't beat OG, so you got to go after his knee. Knicks in 5. Let's go, Knicks. Yeah, I'm sure everyone has seen that video today. I will say I've seen it from 2 angles, and one angle makes it look a heck of a lot worse than the other angle did. I can't say that Victor Wembanyama didn't mean to hurt OG Anunoby because he is a dirty player, and he has a history of trying to injure people. He quite literally tells his teammates to go out there and foul hard when the game is over. So I wish that I could say, you know what, Wemby wasn't trying to hurt anybody. But it's hard to outrun a reputation. And the fact that you've built up a reputation in 3 measly years in the NBA that you're the dirtiest player since Draymond Green, that's something, man. That's something.
Yeah, he's lost the right to get the benefit of the doubt. He is with the dirty plays that he's made, and like you said, his reputation and that's it. Everybody comes in with a clean slate and an opportunity to do that, and he is lost in his innocence until proven guilty stature by the collection of flagrant fouls that he has picked up.
Joe Curry says, Marshall, you lucky you're young. My age, I'm not signing off on any championship. I have not said the Knicks won the championship, brother. I think I've repeatedly said, job's not finished. You got one more, and you got a long way to go. So all I ask is, like, if people are going to quote me, just at least get it like 50% right. Now, you ain't even got to shoot 100%. Just at least get it 50% right. I have not said this series is over. I think I literally said it felt like you won an NBA championship, but you haven't yet.
Exactly. It's job's not finished. One more win. Got to get it done. And
shout out to Kelly. Shout out to Charles. They just both got their shirts. I don't know if I give a shout out to William, but shout out to him as well. We appreciate all y'all for buying your OG Anunoby shirts and supporting this channel. Really do appreciate y'all. Ty Johnson, $10 super chat. Super chat. What up? Shout out to my guy, Ty. What's happening, man? Let's go, Knicks. We got this, Marsh. Shout out to the real ones. And Arnold, how you feeling? Probably like when Homelander lost his powers and got jumped afterwards. Let's go, Knicks. Yeah! Unreal, man. Unreal. One more win. You're one win away. 48 minutes away. You just got to score one more point than them in 48 minutes. One time. Or they do it 3 times.
That's it. What are the Knicks won? How many games this year? 50-something? I don't remember the exact amount. They've won 50-something plus another 15. So you've already won 65 games this year or so. You just got to win one more. That's it. Shout out to you, Ty Johnson.
Let's go. That's my guy, Ty Johnson, absolute legend. Seth Gross says, Wemby smack talking, pointing to his head. Hey, Wemby, how are those 2 late game foul shots? The moment was bigger than you. He was not ready. He was not ready. He was the guy that rolled up some skunk, smoked it, went to the buffet, got like 8 plates of food, but he could only eat 1 plate. His eyes were bigger than his stomach. He didn't have enough dog in him. He was playing with his food, and he couldn't get the job done. Could not get the job done. He was horrendous in that fourth quarter, and as I always will, because so many people will tell you I'm a big, dumb idiot, Andrew Connell, I said, is he going to play the whole fourth quarter? Because he cannot do that.
Yeah.
He will tire out. And he tired out. And a 7'5" human being shot 36% from the floor. When he reaches his arms up, his fingertips go above the rim. And he shot a tour date in September. That's like week 3 of the Giants season.
Yeah.
He was awful in the fourth quarter.
Bad. He just completely ran out of gas, had nothing left, bricked those 2 free throws at the end, and this one wasn't totally on him. The other game, he singularly choked it away, but he was a major part of the Spurs choking this game away, and the Knicks earning the W and going back and snatching the win from the San Antonio Spurs, and it was celebrated too early. It's like dropping the football before you get in the end zone. He was not, in fact, in the Knicks' head. The Knicks fans were in his.
Missed an alley-oop, missed a tip shot, made a free throw, missed a free throw, missed a floater, missed another tip shot, made a 2-point shot, missed an alley-oop, missed a jump shot, made a jump shot, missed a free throw, missed a free throw. 5 points, 2 of 9 from the field, 1 of 4 from the foul line. I'd say that's a choke.
Yeah.
I'd say that's a choke.
Not great. So we'll see. See if he's got anything left or if the Spurs have quit. We'll find out on Saturday. But it's not looking good for them. It's not looking good for them. That's for sure.
Unreal. I still can't believe it. I just want to sit down and watch that OG Anunoby tip in on loop for hours.
You ever seen I forget what sporting event it was where the person had the chain with their own highlights on it? You ever seen that before?
Say it again?
There's it was like a sporting event. I don't remember which one it was where they give the player of the game a chain and it's got a video with his own highlights on it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I need one of those with that OG tip in, just playing on repeat over and over and over and over and over and over and over again.
Shout out to Miguel Mercedes. Just bought 2 OG shirts and a captain t-shirt. Let's go. And then shout out to James. Just got their OG shirt. You guys are unbelievable. Be like them. Get your OG Anunoby. Taps it up and in t-shirts. Chatsports.com/OG. Chatsports.com/OG. They are $5 off until 1 a.m. on the East Coast today. I just look at that and I get chills, man. I've seen it from every angle. I still don't know how it happened. That's the closest thing I think we've seen to the Michael Jordan Space Jam play where he literally just jumps from midcourt and the arm stretches and he taps it up and in. Unbelievable. Shout out to all people that already got their shirts. If you want to get yours today, chatsports.com/OG. Everyone that buys their shirt, we're going to shout out on today's show. And forever we'll show you guys love. Seth says, regarding that Fox play, that the kid grabbed the ball in the low post. What athlete wouldn't take that layup? Too much Monday morning quarterbacking on that one. Yeah, I think there is some Monday morning quarterbacking going on because let's say he dribbles it out, right? And the Knicks foul with probably 6 seconds left. What if you missed the free throw? People would say, why didn't he just take the layup? So you go left, people say you should have gone right. People say you go right, people say you should have gone left. I just firmly believe that he should have pulled it out. And I am snake bitten because the Knicks lost game 1 of the Eastern Conference Finals by committing a very similar play where Jalen Brunson tried to throw a bounce pass underneath the rim to OG Anunoby. The ball bounces too high. It bounces off his hand. And then they call a foul, and they overturn it, and the Knicks don't get the ball, and then they lose the game. All I would say is you go watch that replay against Seth Gross, and I'm sure you've seen it a dozen times already. He doesn't just try to lay it up. He tries to draw the foul as well. He almost slows down a second, slightly leans into Anunoby, and then gets with the left when he could have, De'Aaron Fox is a super athlete. I have a video of him. He's from around the place I grew up at, and I have a video of him at Lifetime Fitness pulling off a windmill 360 dunk with the left hand. It's if he wanted to, he should have dunked it with the left hand, dunked it with 2 hands, and guaranteed you made it. You either dunk that ball or you dribble it out, you waste a couple more seconds, and you go to the foul line. I'm glad he did neither. And again, I think OG Anunoby deserves more credit than De'Aaron Fox deserves blame. Because what if OG didn't run back on defense and De'Aaron Fox did get an easy layup there and laid it up and in?
We wouldn't be talking about it.
No, we would not.
I think the question you have to ask, well, number one, they probably should have had this should have been a strategy thing that was clearly evident. The team should have gone over that, what to do in that situation. Secondly, is the time more valuable or are the points more valuable? Is the conversation that needs to be had. Yes, you don't want to pass up 2 free points, but because he was out in front, OG was chasing him down. If he kind of circles around, he's probably going to burn a good amount of time there before anyone can get back and foul him. And then you should still have the confidence and the ability to knock down those free throws so you get the 2 points anyways. I agree, like Seth, that maybe his instincts took over. He was chasing the ball down. He was close to the hoop, and then he just tried to maybe throw it up just because his instincts took over. But at the same time, De'Aaron Fox is an NBA veteran, which means he's played thousands of basketball games in his life, and the late game strategy doesn't change too much. He's probably been in a similar scenario before, so that's kind of where you just have to experience, like you said, poise and composure as well should all kind of factor into that decision there.
And again, I think it would be one thing if he literally sprinted down the court as fast as he can and dunked the ball, but he kind of slows up and lets Anunoby into his space, tries to draw contact, then lay it up. He was going for the and one, and that would have been the kill shot to make it a 4-point game. Those Spurs, their eyes are a little bit bigger than their tummies. Eyes are a little bit bigger than their tummies. All right, let's jump into a Game 5 preview. We've already been live for 52 minutes. Major shout-out to everybody that has tuned in, everybody that will tune in. We're going to talk about Game 5 on today's show, tell you what the New York Knicks got to do to go and win this basketball game. Luke Parker in the building. What's up, man? Says the comeback was crazy. It was unbelievable. Lord Buddy Bear, I think we should be the first team to win. We will. We would be the first team to win the in-season tournament and the NBA championship if we win one more game before they win 3. Yeah, just make it regular. Westman, they need to be aware next game is going to be a dogfight we've never seen. I feel like they will try and injure a key player. I don't trust the Spurs team. Yeah, they're going to empty the tank. They're going to give you their best shot. They're going to be desperate, and when you're desperate, you do things that sometimes are even when you're desperate, you do things you should not do. Is how I'll say that. Gotta win. I don't care about winning this at Madison Square Garden. I just want to win. I just want to win. Would it cool to be win in front of all the Knicks fans and the city turn into the biggest party the United States has seen? Yeah, but I'll just take a party on Saturday night. I'll take a party on Saturday night. Yep. I'm not mad the Knicks might have to celebrate an NBA championship. I'm not. I'm not. Michael coming in with a $10 super chat says, OG MVP for this series. He is playing his butt off. He is. Right now, the betting favorite to win the NBA Finals MVP is Jalen Brunson. He is the odds-on favorite at minus 100. And OG Anunoby is plus 200. So very close. I think a lot of people, Andrew Connell, have overstated and underrated just how good Jalen Brunson has been. 29.5 points, 5 assists, 4.5 rebounds, and 2 steals per game in the NBA Finals. And he's scored over 30 3 times. And he hit clutch buckets in Game 1. He hit clutch buckets in Game 2. He almost stole you Game 3. And he hit the clutch buckets in Game 4 outside the OG Anunoby tip.
Yeah, he brought you back. Like, everyone contributed, but Jalen Brunson did the lion's share of the work to bring you back in that game offensively. who is the player you take off this team the most, and it hurts them the most. I think it's Jalen Brunson. I think that's kind of the whole point of the most valuable player award in any sport and series and whatever. We'll see. I think with those odds, the way you have them listed, I think it's leaning Brunson's way, but I think the door's still open for someone else or OG to go get it. If OG continues to have another big game and Brunson maybe does not have his best, but I don't.
I mean, as you don't win the game without OG Anunoby, sir. You also don't win the game without Jalen Brunson. I think Brunson's greatness has set the bar to like best player of all time status.
Yeah.
Because he just put up 36 points yesterday, 7 assists, 5 rebounds, 3 steals on 12 of 25 from the field. And Andrew Connolly played 44 minutes.
But he didn't have 50. He didn't have 50. He didn't have 60. He didn't shoot 60% from the field.
He played 44 minutes, and he gave you 36, 7, and 5 on 48% from the field.
Yeah, he's a dog. He's a dog.
And shot 3 of 7 is what? 42% or something like that?
Yeah, we
From 3?
we did a.
I mean, I'm not trying to take anything away from OG Anunoby. I just don't want people to forget how good Jalen Brunson is. And it seems like a lot of Knicks fans have, like, this year kind of gone the opposite way on Jalen Brunson. And
It's a bold strategy.
And I think it's all the new Knicks fans. I think it's all the new ones.
I mean, yeah, people are acting like only scoring 30 in a playoff game.
You only scored 36 points. That's 7 assists.
What the hell, dude? What the hell? It's not good enough. So.
Wait, in the game before that, you only had 32 points, 5 rebounds, and 5 assists? What are you doing, man?
Like, I think what also needs to be taken into account is that the Spurs are doing everything they can to try and stop this man. Like, he is number one on their board, on their game plan, is how do we slow down Jalen Brunson? And he's still averaging 30 points a game. And I think it kind of like continues that storyline of like he will figure things out as the series goes on. We've seen it throughout his entire Knicks playoff career. His efficiency has gone up as the series has gone on. He started to figure out the Spurs defense. And listen, I hope this is the last game, but if it continues, I assume he's only going to continue to get better and better and better. And once Jalen Brunson figures you out, it's not good for you.
And he is not 100% healthy. Had a knee injury in game 1. That ankle's been giving him a problem for months now. And whatever. I don't think the people in this chat need to be told how great Jalen Brunson is.
We're kind of just going off, but you guys know.
All right, let's do it. My man, Brightest Future, just got their OG Anunoby shirts. Shout out to you, Brody. You're a real one, man. All right. The New York Knicks are 1 win away from being crowned NBA champions. And on today's show, I'm going to tell you what they got to do to get it done on Saturday night in San Antonio. You're watching Knicks Now by Chat Sports. We are presented by Prize Picks, and my name is Marshall Green. Due to the epic tip up and in by OG Anunoby to complete the biggest second half comeback in NBA history in the playoffs and the biggest NBA Finals comeback, we launched a brand new OG Anunoby shirt. Get yours today. Chatsports.com/OG. We've got it in black. We've got it in blue. It's got the date. It's got the score. And it's got the game. Chatsports.com/OG. Get your shirt today and support the channel. What's going on, everybody? Appreciate you for clicking on today's show. If you haven't yet, please hit that thumbs up icon, especially if you want to see the Knicks win Game 5 on Saturday night. I don't really understand it at this point, and I think the better way to say this is I don't think that Las Vegas understands the New York Knicks just yet, as Vegas has the New York Knicks as 5-point underdogs in Game 5 at the Frostbank Center in San Antonio. That's funny. Vegas is telling you they think this is going 6. We'll see if the New York Knicks have anything to say about it. Like you, I'm not over Game 4. I still get emotional watching the highlights. I still get emotional watching the tip-in. I still get emotional watching the post-game press conferences, all the camera angles, the crowd pops. Everything about Game 4 still makes me feel like a 7-year-old kid on Christmas morning. The Knicks can't have that mindset. The Knicks cannot let Game 4 linger. Game 4 should already be out of their system. Game 4 should be a word that they don't speak about anymore. They got to move on to Game 5. The Knicks cannot think they won the NBA title. They have not. They're not even close to winning the NBA title. They got to win one more game, and it'll be the toughest game of their lives to win. The job is not finished. All playoffs long, all series long, we've heard Knicks players say it. It's 0-0. They go up 1-0, it's 0-0. They go up 2-0, it's 0-0. They go up 3-0, it's 0-0. Those words need to have meaning, and there needs to be action behind those words. You need to come out and play like your season and your lives are on the line. The Knicks need to play like they are one loss away from elimination. Because I promise you, the last thing you want to do is go back to Madison Square Garden for a Game 6, because that will be a pressure cooker environment. And if there's any team that can overcome that, it is this team. But just because you can swim upstream, you don't need to do it all the time. My number one key to victory in Game 5, the Josh Hart game. We almost had a Josh Hart game in Game 3. Hit like 4 threes, hit some big buckets. But we all know what happened in Game 4. Josh Hart misses the wide open layup. Josh Hart, the very next possession, does not box out Stephon Castle, and he fouls him. Josh Hart goes from potentially laying the ball in to go up 2 possessions to then on the very next possession or a possession after that on defense, fouling a San Antonio Spurs and coughing up the lead. You go from the opportunity to put your team up 2 possessions to losing your team the lead. And Josh Hart felt it, and he knew it. And you could see it right here when he sat on the ground heartbroken. You could see it in the post-game interview. You could see it when he sat down with NBA TV. You could see it when he said, OG Anunoby saved me a lifetime of regret. But in life, when you're at your lowest, you need people to pick you up. And there's Towns, and there's Brunson, and there's Alvarado, knowing that we can't win this without you, Josh. And they picked him up. And now he owes them. And it's time for him to pick them up. And it's time for Josh Hart to have his NBA Finals moment, because damn does he deserve it. Because you are not in this spot without Josh Hart. Josh Hart is the heart of this team. And I know he hasn't had a great series. And he's been in foul trouble. He had a good Game 1, couldn't score. But he found a way to impact the game. And maybe that's what you get in Game 5. Another 15-rebound game. 5+ assists, and a couple of corner pocket threes, and some back-breaking plays for the other team. It's time for the Josh Hart game. It's time for him to make up for his mental lapses, and it's time for him to do it. And I got all the faith in the world in Josh Hart. I believe he could do it. I think he is going to do it, and I think that he is going to come out pissed off, motivated, and like a man on a mission. I truly, truly believe it. You want the Knicks to close out the Spurs in 5 in San Antonio on their hardwood. Hit that thumbs up icon right now. 4 more keys to victory to get to, but I have to tell you about our proud sponsor of today's show, and that is Prize Picks. Download the Prize Picks app today. Use that promo code HMA. Play your first $5 lineup and get $50 in lineups instantly. What is Prize Picks? It's America's #1 sports picks app. All you do is create a lineup of 2 to 6 players, and you simply pick more or less on the stat total that Prize Picks selects for that player. It is safe and it is secure. Billions have been paid out to winners on Prize Picks. It's available in all 50 states, plus Washington, D.C., and when you use that promo code HMA and you play your first $5 lineup, you're going to get $50 in lineups instantly. So go download the app, create an account, use that promo code HMA, play your first $5 lineup, pick more, pick less, play Prize Picks. Shout out to them for always sponsoring today's videos here on New York Knicks. Now, you can follow me on their social feed feature. I'll have my lineup ready to go for Game 5 when we get a little bit closer to that. You can find me at @MarshallGreen_. Key number 2, killer instinct. When your enemy is wounded, put them out of their misery. Don't give them a second chance at life. Don't do it. They're down. I don't know if they can come back from that heartbreaking loss after another heartbreaking loss. And we've seen this team, when it's time to close out a series, when it's time to get the job done, when it's time to end another team's season, they've done it in unreal fashion. They won by 51 in Game 6 versus Atlanta. Series over. They won by 30 in Game 4 versus Philly. Series over. They win by 37 against Cleveland. Series over. Whatever you did in these 3 games, do it again. Same attitude, same mindset, same desperation, and that same will and desire to win. Don't bring this back to Madison Square Garden. I don't want to see another game at MSG until October. I don't. As cool as it would be to see the Knicks win a championship on their floor with their fans in that building, in that city, with that atmosphere, I want to win Saturday. And I don't even want to have the opportunity to play again at MSG at all. Go get it done in Game 5. Go get it done in Game 5. Key number 3. Can you win the first quarter? Can you win the first quarter? Can you do it one time? I dare you to win the first quarter. I double dog dare you to win the first quarter. Because you didn't do it in Game 1. You did not do it in Game 2. You did not do it in Game 3. And you definitely did not do it in Game 4. And even if you can't win the first quarter, can it be tied? Can it be down by 1? Can you be down by 2? Can you be down by less than 5? If you come out and you punch them in the mouth in the first quarter, like you did versus Atlanta in a closeout game, like you did against Philly in a closeout game, and like you did versus Cleveland in a closeout game, self-doubt starts to creep in. Don't let them build any confidence. Don't let them win quarter number 1 and say, we could build on that. We could do that again. Quarter by quarter, minute by minute, possession by possession. Don't let them get any ounce of belief that they can win this series. Come out and punch them in the mouth in game number 1. And can we not get in foul trouble in the first 2 minutes? Like Josh Hart did in game 1 and game 2, and like Mikal Bridges did in game 3, and like Karl Anthony Towns did in game 4? Maybe, just maybe, if your starting five can play together for 7 minutes in the first quarter, you can win the first quarter. Maybe. Like, crazy thought. So just go do it. No dumb fouls. No lazy defense. Win the first quarter. Key number 4, in-game adjustments. You won. There's dozens of reasons that you came back from down 29. One of the bigger reasons was the in-game adjustments by Mike Brown. Mike Brown won this battle in Game 4. Mitch Johnson won this game in Game 3. Mitch Johnson wins the adjustment battle in Game 3. Mike Brown won the adjustment battle in Game 4. And if you don't think that the Spurs are going to make an adjustment in Game 5, you're insane. What was one of the Knicks' major adjustments? Running pick and roll with Victor Wembanyama in the action. How many times have I said it? Bring Wemby into the action. Bring him away from the rim. If that 7'5" lanky POS plays defense on the perimeter, you will win this series. In quarter number 1, you ran 6 pick and rolls that involved Victor Wembanyama. You only scored 1 point per possession. In quarter number 2, you run 6 pick and rolls. You score a quarter of a point per possession. And then something changed. Something changed. In the second half, you ran 21 pick and rolls with Victor Wembanyama being the defender. And you scored 1.7 points per possession. That's an unreal number. What changed? You inserted Jose Alvarado into the ball game to play alongside Jalen Brunson, and Brunson was the ball handler. Jose Alvarado was the screen setter. They brought Wemby into the action. They dumped it off to Alvarado. He held down Turbo, ran around the court, sprayed the ball around, touched the paint, and got the Spurs defense into rotation. The Knicks got good looks, and OG Anunoby could not miss. The Knicks scored 1.727 points per possession when Brunson and Alvarado were on the court in Game 4. So your pick and roll offense was generational in the second half, and your offense in general was generational with Brunson and Alvarado on the court in Game 4. The Spurs did not have an answer to the Knicks having multiple ball handlers on the floor. That was the adjustment. And now the Spurs will adjust. And they'll do something. And they'll try something out. And they'll hope it will work. Will the Knicks have an adjustment off of that? You got a lot of adjustments from this game. You didn't just dig yourself in a 29-point hole by chance. You can learn from that. You can learn from wins like you learn from losses. There's probably more to learn from wins than losses at times. So go do it. Go do it. I don't know what the adjustment is. Maybe there's an adjustment to be made at halftime. Be ready to make it and push that right button. And you know what? I always love to include this one because we got Jalen Brunson and you do not. I told Andrew Connell, key number 5 today is going to be keep it close going to the 4th. Producer Andrew Connell. And he said, maybe it should be fall down by 20. You know, maybe it should be because you're 5-3. The last 8 times you fell down by 20 points in the playoffs. But if you could just keep yourself within striking distance when that 4th quarter starts. Heck, how about we just are up 30 going into the 4th quarter? I'll take that. But if that's unattainable, can you keep yourself within striking distance in the 4th quarter? Because I've learned a couple of things in this series. One of them being the New York Knicks have a stronger will to win. They have a stronger desire to win. They know how to win to a stronger degree than the San Antonio Spurs do. The Spurs are learning how to win. The Knicks know how to win. And that's been on display. It's on display in Game 1. Game was late, close. Same as in Game 2. And same in Game 4. And I believe the Spurs are running out of gas. 90% of the people that watched this channel last year would say a similar thing that would always infuriate me. Marshall, the Knicks are tired. They're playing way too many minutes. They are tired. They got to play the bench more. Tom Thibodeau is committing sins out there. Mitch Johnson has a lot of Tom Thibodeau in him. They're playing 7 players. They're playing 7 players. And their 7th player is averaging 14.8 minutes per game. Victor Wembanyama is not built to play 40-plus minutes per game. You just won 7 games with the Oklahoma City Thunder. And Fox is above 36 minutes. And Vassell is over 38 minutes. And the only reason Castle's minutes are a little bit low is because he's been in some foul trouble and he got banged up in one of these games. Champagny is playing 32 minutes. Your guard off the bench is playing 31 minutes. And Harrison Barnes and the rookie Bryant and Cornette are combining to play 16 minutes per game. They're playing a 6-man rotation. It was evident that they ran out of gas in that fourth quarter. And the Knicks capitalized. And oh yeah, the Knicks have the baddest dude in the fourth quarter in NBA Finals history right now. I'll say that again. Jalen Brunson is the baddest dude in NBA Finals history in the fourth quarter right now. Most points per game in the fourth quarter of the NBA Finals since 1996 and 1997 when they tracked these stats. Number 1, Jalen Brunson at 10.3 points per fourth quarter. Allen Iverson at 10, Michael Jordan at 9.8, and Giannis Antetokounmpo at 9.3. Keep it within striking distance. Let your depth in the rotation, your will, knowledge, and ability to win, and Jalen frickin' Brunson to bring you home. One more win. One more win. And the Knicks are frickin' NBA champions, man. 48 more minutes. I don't know if the Knicks can afford to play their 24 minutes and win. If any team can, it's them. But I don't want to do that. You're going to need to play all 48 minutes. Find a way and get the job done. You want the Knicks to close it out in 5. Hit that thumbs up icon. Come on, man. Get the job done. You're one more win away. If you want it to happen, hit that thumbs up icon. And make sure you are hooked up with our brand new OG Anunoby shirts. Go to chatsports.com/OG. chatsports.com/OG. And make sure you are following me over on social media. You can hit me up, Twitter, and Instagram at @MarshallGreen_. One win away. They're one win away.
That's it. It's a sentence I don't think we'd ever – we keep coming up with and having to say things that I don't think we ever thought we would say. One win away from the NBA Finals, playing in the NBA Finals, up 2-0 in the NBA Finals, up 3-1 in the NBA Finals, came back from 29 points in an NBA Finals game. It's cool. It's pretty cool to have a new sentence every day that you've never said before.
One win away. They're actually one win away. Oh, come on. Find a way to find a way. Find a way to find a way. We had a couple of super chats roll in. We'll get to those. I do want to remind everybody that video is going to go out to the channel tomorrow morning. Our OG Anunoby shirts, let's pop those up real quick, AC. Those are still $5 off until 1 a.m. Eastern tonight. I don't want to say that on the video because obviously the video goes out tomorrow morning and the deal is passed. So if you want to save $5 and you want to support us here at Knicks Now while also getting the most... Is there anybody watching this video right now that saw both championships the New York Knicks won in 1970 and 1973? Did anybody actually watch that and like has some memory of that? Because I got to ask, has there any bigger made bucket in New York Knicks history. I mean,
maybe the Willis opening shots in Game 7 that he hit.
He scored 4 points.
Yeah, but like you're talking about a singular shot. I'm saying, but I would say other than that, that's the only thing, and I'm saying that's the only thing in the realm of the discussion. You can't say anything from the '90s Knicks was as big as the shot that OG hit last night.
Yeah, I mean, I think maybe the iconicness of the Willis Reed shots are there, but and those I'm sure gave the Knicks a shot of adrenaline and all that. But as a 31-year-old, I may sound very ignorant saying this. In a game you win by 14, and Clyde Frazier goes for 36, 19, and 7, I have a hard time believing that those 2 buckets are bigger buckets than that one right there.
Fair.
But that did win you a championship. Helped you win a championship in that day.
Yeah, I think they can be in a tier of their own with the fact that was the clincher and it helped you win the championship. And OG, assuming the Knicks can and will finish the job, that'll be a big part of winning a championship as well. Obviously, the magnitude of it and the time and score situation maybe elevated above that. I don't know. It's an interesting dialogue.
Dennis says, I was 12 and 15 when the Knicks won. This was the greatest basket in New York Knicks history for OG. I'm not going to argue with you there. Johnson, you in the building. Says, Marsh, I'm headed to San Antonio. Let's effing go. I hope you're being honest for once in your damn stinking life. I asked Johnson if he was going to Game 4, and he said, I'm tapped out. And there he is going to Game 5.
It didn't take much, Johnson. Didn't take much to change that reverse course. Maybe
You're missing this guy logo. He says, I went to Game 3 and we lost. Are you making fun of me now? Were you at Game 3 and did you actually see me? Because if you did, you didn't say hello, that would just actually make sense because you've been to the city that I live in numerous times and you never hit me up to hang out. I guess we're just not friends. Or you're my friend, I'm just not your friend. Right? That stinks.
It's different. Someone always loves someone more, in the relationship, and that's unfortunate to be on the bad end of that.
He says I'm too busy with Big
Justice. What about the Rizzler?
Big Mike, OG MVP for the series, is playing his butt off. He is. As someone who has grown up idolizing Scott Van Pelt and watching his show for my entire life and always seeing other teams' players on the biggest stage of this sport get to go talk to Scott Van Pelt. Pretty damn cool to see OG Anunoby on with Scott Van Pelt last night. I paused it and I was just looking at it and I'm like, this is real. Yeah. Knicks complete biggest NBA Finals comeback ever.
It's not AI.
And OG Anunoby is talking to Scott Van Pelt. Knicks lead series 3-1. That is something I never thought I would see. And if OG Anunoby wins MVP, it is more than deserved. I would like to see Jalen Brunson win MVP. He's my favorite player to ever play this sport. But at the end of the day, I don't really care. I care about winning and getting one of these. And every Knicks fan for the rest of their life saying, I was able to see the New York Knicks win an NBA championship. So I'm rooting for OG to win it. I'm rooting for Brunson to win it. I'm rooting for anybody to win it. I just want the Knicks to win it. But yes, OG, He's got a great shot. Brunson is the betting favorite right now. OG Anunoby is the second best odds. Whoever has the bigger game, and if the Knicks are able to win one more game before the Spurs win 3, and whoever has the biggest game in that game might just win it. Luis, what's happening, my man? Marshall, truth is that multiple Knicks have collectively self-sacrificed egos, personal stats, and money to come together as one for a championship because they know this team is special. Let's effing go, Knicks. When people talk about building a championship culture, Andrew Cottle, it's often tongue-in-cheek. The Knicks have showed you through their coaching staff, through their front office, and their players, most importantly, have showed you how you build a championship culture.
Yeah, everyone buys in, and I think that's a great point. It's something I've said about sacrificing the egos, the stats. One thing that I always remembered hearing from watching Knicks games, watching just Knicks history, talking to my dad who watched those Knicks teams when he was still a kid but young enough to remember them, and anyone else who did, is like how they played as a team and how they were a true team in terms of just how they played the game of basketball, moving the ball, playing as a unit of 5, not caring about who took the shot, who scored the points, just trying to do what they needed to do to win. And like you said, that culture, and I feel like this Knicks team is an embodiment of that, and it goes beyond the basketball court as well. You talk about like sacrificing money. Jalen Brunson taking that contract, which allows his group to stay together. Him sacrifice. Mikal Bridges left some money on the table as well, and like they all are working. You're rowing the boat in the same direction, trying to reach a common goal instead of kind of just going against each other, and it's the definition of a championship team. They are special, so I think it's a great point. Lewis, they really do it. Yeah, and it's Mike Brown, it's Leon Rose as well. It's every member of the organization. They all deserve credit for getting the teams at this point, and it's not done yet. One more, but they got to continue doing what they're doing, and if they do, I think they'll be in a good spot.
The New York Knicks are one win away from the NBA Finals, from winning the NBA championship. Johnson, you seem bored. You seem bored, brother. Seth Gross, doesn't the whole team deserve the MVP award, including the coaching staff, just simply because they're playing great team ball? You need everybody. You don't win without everybody. Every player has contributed. You can almost point to like every player's had a game. Every player's had a moment. Yeah. They want to give a team MVP award out. I'm cool with that. You want to give it to Mike Brown? Awesome.
I think the way you said it is that you don't really care. I think every player on the team would say the same thing if you asked them about who wins MVP. You think Jalen Brunson cares about winning Finals MVP? I think he just wants to win, man. He just wants a ring. He's won at every level of his basketball career. He is a winner. So is Josh Hart. So is Mikal Bridges. OG Anunoby's a champion as well. Karl Anthony Towns is making big-time plays to try and get and change the narrative around him and become a winner. And all 15, 17 players, however many coaches, however many people are employed by the New York Knicks organization, they're all working towards that same goal, and they're one win away. One win away.
It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. We're going to sign off on today's show. Make sure you are subscribed if you're watching. I'm sure everybody watching is subscribed. We'll be live for Game 5 on Saturday, 90 minutes before tip-off. Maybe we go 2 hours before tip-off.
The next time we see you guys, the Knicks could be the time of the Knicks. become NBA champions.
Unreal. Did Knicks surpass Giants? We're close. Giants, I think, is at 106.8. So by the end of Saturday, we could be there.
Wow.
We could be there.
I didn't even realize that. We are now, I think, are the highest NBA channel at Chat Sports. We passed the Warriors. They're at 104 something, I believe. So
that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. All right, we're gonna bounce out of here. Gonna head home. Love you guys. Appreciate you guys. I'll see all you crazy hooligans on Saturday. Bring your party pants and bring your winning pants as well. One more, and the Knicks are NBA champions. Cannot effing believe it. We'll see y'all later. Get your shirts. Sale until 1 a.m. tonight, East Coast. Chatsports.com/OG. He tips it up and in, and the New York Knicks win. We'll see y'all Saturday. Let's go.